Hello, friends, speculators, theorists. You know what we're talking about, Luna. Now, I want somebody to go to the profile, my profile, and click on Crazy Luna Bounce Theory, get ready. You could also click on wherever the YouTube thing is on the phone, the button, and watch the longer version. But this theory, Jesus, this theory basically said, hey, and let me start this out by saying I'm not an extra Luna fan. I didn't lose my ass on this. I just kind of saw it start to happen. I did buy in before it crashed, so I did lose a little. Well, I never sold it, but this last night, it had 5 zeros in front of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 9. It was only intermittently there. It was definitely at the 5-0 point for some time. So I'm sitting here yesterday. The day flew by, looking at this stuff, doing some other work on the computer, and I wake up, or I'm sorry, I look up and I'm trying to say intermittently look up and buy. So I was buying a little at that. Now, coulda, shoulda, woulda, hindsight's 2020. But the theory that I talked about in this TikTok comes from just basic prediction of, the opportunity. The opportunity, I thought, was, let's forget about how we got here. I actually, but when I did the video, didn't know that this thing started with an attack. Big smart money investors that are going to be associated with possibly the chance to save this, or just somebody completely disassociated with it that understands opportunity, bought all in here. Okay, and I bought a little there too, very small amount compared to USD, actual dollars. I was buying, let's put this in perspective. Last night you could buy 1 million Luna for like $1, let's just say $2 to make the math simple, at about that price. 1 million Luna for $2. This morning, 100,000 Luna was, I think, $5 or $10. So what ended up happening, let's keep the math simple, it went up 50x overnight. And in that theory, I said, wow, wouldn't it be nuts if big money got in at the bottom? They 50x their money, or 100x, and I said in the next day or two, or next week, and they start to sell off their positions. People are going to wake up, they're going to start seeing all over the world, they're going to FOMO, and this is going to be retail and other trade, big money, let's just say stupider money, or more stupid money, and it looks like it might dump back down. But what this allowed investors to do is not, so yeah, let's be realistic. I have some positions that I bought in right here, and I woke up and I had a 50x return. I've never had that before. That's pretty standard for people that have been into some crazy altcoins, but I've never had it. Now, unfortunately and fortunately, I did buy some. Unfortunately, it wasn't very much. So, it was more than $1, but it was probably less than, let's say it was more than $1 and it was less than $500. More like less than $300. So somewhere in that range. And when you wake up, if you bought $1 yesterday, it's worth $50. But if you would have bought $1,000, hindsight's 2020, it would be worth $50,000. But this isn't about me. It was, I was just kind of playing along. What it was about was, this is proof that anybody that is going to make serious money here, that it was possible. Look, it went up 50x, and then it came back down, more than half of that, and now it's crawling back up, and then people are waking up all over, at different times all over the country, and they're seeing it, so they're going to start to FOMO in. Holy shit, I could have 50x my money. So the proof has been, it happened. It was speculation, every once in a while, you're right on something. So that happened, and what's gonna go from here? What's kind of the part two? Well, Jesus, I didn't, like, a part of me thought that this could happen, but I really didn't know. I didn't see it going this far. I think news and articles, and yeah, I was on KuCoin and I saw the order book go down, and I was on different Discords and I saw, you know, Binance and other people delisting. I mean, it's a hell of a day for the news. I don't watch the news traditionally. When I cite the news, I mean I type in what I want to see and hit news. I don't watch the TV news, the political bullshit. I'm just saying, like right now, it's Friday. People are gonna wake up and see, holy shit, the thing tanked, depending on when they stop watching. So a lot of people might not have seen how far it came down last night, because it happened, you know, later on in the day. So people are gonna say, holy shit, it crashed, and then it was up 50x, and there's gonna be news articles of what happened and what could happen. The price is gonna go up and down all day. The proof has already been made that it can 50x. And that was overnight. So I believe, this is the second part of it, that over the weekend, today will be news and whatever, I don't know, it'll probably go up and down. It could come all the way back down, but I think it's gonna come back down over the weekend, because people are gonna ride high in FOMO, and there's gonna be a bunch of those that sold here. And I don't know what the volume is, and I don't know what's possible. I'm just giving you kind of the zoomed out version. There's going to be some selling going on here, and a lot of FOMOing in. And I don't think that FOMO, I know it's like always associated like retail, like dumb money. I think big money is going to be, I'm not even going to say some dumb, but some smart, and some just willing to take the risk, because it's like, hey, we could lose 1% of our portfolio here, but it could 100x. Like, so it's I'm not saying everybody that's buying right now, well, I'm not saying anybody right now, if you're buying. Hell, I thought about buying some more this morning when I saw this, but here's the psychology behind it. I'm telling you what I was saying yesterday, and it turned out to happen. And even being one that kind of thought this would happen, and I'm sure tons of people did, I'm not trying to say I'm special, but I know that straight up physical, real math, if I buy wherever, here, around here, like if the price goes up here and I buy, I'm getting 50 times less what I could have got last night. So the psychology is, oh my God, it could go another 50x or 100, or yeah, it probably could, and it might. But you're starting from zero. For all this to happen, it's probably going to have to breathe and come down. So it's a real mind fuck, to be honest with you, because it's like, yeah, I could put a few $100 in, I could put $1,000 in, whatever, but you're going to get 50x less your money. So then you could say, okay, sure, you're averaging in. Well, all I did was basically buy a little all the way down, and now that this happened, now it would be easy to think, oh, it'll keep happening. Isn't that like, I don't know what the theory is called on that, but it's called like the hot streak theory. People think that what's happening now is going to continue to happen, and it doesn't always work out that way. So if I am going to call what I believe might happen now is, the proof has been made, the news is going to take care of the rest. I'm sure they're going to say things over the weekend. I believe that it's going to come back down, whatever, maybe only halfway, maybe all the way. Maybe it completely fizzles out. I don't even know physically. I don't know how that happens, or literally, but it's going to crash again. The people that were here can get out, attract new money with the news. It'll crash again, scare the shit out of people. They'll buy in again. And then next week, and it might even be today, but we'll start to continue to see updates. What we're going to do to prevent this, what we're going to do to save it, what we're going to do to take care of the problem. And then, day over day, next week, 50, 100, 200, 500x. I mean, you know. So, I'm probably going to buy a little bit more with some weight behind it, it comes down over the weekend. And if it doesn't, I'll just sit on my position and it'll be a long-term hold, because at this point, the money's gone. It was put in responsibly based on risk that I'm willing to tolerate. Of course, I am a little like down for a half second here that, you know, if I would have put 50 or if I would have put $1,000 in last night, you know, that's sitting in the margin trading account or more than that, or I'm sorry, not the margin, but the futures account for the challenge. If I would have put $1,000 in last night, it would be, well, it wouldn't be exactly at 50 grand now, but it may be 30 or 40, and it was. So there's a good chance if this does spike up again today, when people FOMO in, that $1,000 last night, while I was eating soup that wasn't that good, would be worth 6 figures today. That would have been the challenge. Thought I was going to trade my way to that challenge, but it would have. So you know, it's easy to say that. I don't think I'm going to make the same mistake twice. Now that's another thing you can get into trouble with. So I bought a little here, wish I would have bought more up here. It would have been worth 50x. So if they do this and it comes down over the weekend, it might just be done. But I'll take that risk. If it comes back down anywhere from here to here, I'm going to put more weight into it, and I'm just going to let social media and the news do its work. And by next week, you know, maybe we're up 500x. So I don't know what the hell you guys are going to do. I just think it's interesting that somebody can sit here, and obviously anybody can speculate. I'm not even a hardcore technical guy with the analysis. I like to zoom out and think like, well, what would anybody do? There's two things that are happening here. The people that were maybe a part, and go read on that. I'm going to read up on again, I'm going to read more on it, like the amount of money that it took for them to attack. The people that watched other investors lose this money could only be sitting back and going, well, there's going to be an opportunity to recover. And then there's going to be the people that actually lost this money, but that manage risk correctly and think, well, fuck, this loss sucked, but if we get in on a small piece of what we lost and throw a little in, overnight you'd be a fucking 50x. What is, I did this, so here's the perspective. Here's my closing perspective for you. And of course this isn't completely accurate because it's such a large move. I mean, you could keep going back. When is that? Oh, that was in 22 hours. Oh my God. There's not even enough screen real estate here to do this. I wanted to go back like May. Oh my God. See what I'm saying? Lifetime opportunity here. We're not even up to 100 yet. Holy shit. I can't even get to it. I can't even, oh my God. So, like, somewhere around, it was like 95 bucks, or let's just say 80, 90 bucks. Okay, into May, let's just say it was around 88 bucks. Now let's go down to the line, kind of. And we'll go back up. For some reason, TradingView does that. 37,000. This is like the simple math, but I like to do it on a calculator.